The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
And it's played in. It's a decent clearance. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. And that is expertly dealt with. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet chasing after it. Figo. And here's Elise. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played in with purpose. Now it's Figo. And it's Lam. Space for him to turn and look. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that has left him in a heap. Yaya Toure.
Pretty robust defending.
Looking for options for movement. Brazil are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Mateus.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Oh, he's having a go! They want to be quick to recover this. It'll be a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Ball comes in. And it's Hullet. Toure stands tall and stands strong. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's Ronaldinho! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now, this could be a chance. Now it's Nedved. Lan did well to stay calm there. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And there's green grass ahead of him. Haaland! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Ronaldinho. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely worked. Mateus. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Rijkaard. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. There's the shot! In he goes again! So, a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Brazil are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substituição.
Down to business again. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He has found a way through. Back when it goes. That pass isn't the best. And here's Ronaldinho. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nice looking ball. Bigo is in a really good position out wide. Maldini. And Mateus. And here's Messi. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Messi. Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, good! Oh, it rattles the bar! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Santos have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And this is Nedved. And he's intervened well there. Lofted in. And he thumps it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Goes for a shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Santos restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nedved concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. It's Figo. Olise is onto this. Now the ball in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Mateus. Rijkaard. That is a great pick out. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 11, camisa 22, camisa 4, camisa 13.
Pato. Can they get him away?
Camisa 21, camisa 8, camisa 24.
He has a look up.
Camisa 14.
Here comes the corner.
Substituição em andamento.
Oh, that's a fine intercept. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil have their lead. Referee's given a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Thuram into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Drogba.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Olise being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Messi. Drogba. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu powering forward here. It's Drogba! And yes, it's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
That's an excellent interception. And that is well cleared. And this is Pato.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the pass is intercepted. Elise is always looking to play quality balls. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Lam. And this is Figo. And it's Lam. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there. Well timed, excellent interception. Maldini.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Drogba. Makaleli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch, both sides. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah. N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger, and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Stood up well to him there. Ball's getting up there! Has fallen kindly here. He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Atletico Paranaense are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Olise receives it in a wide position. Cleared away.
Brazil really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's...
Oh, good effort! He's on it, can he get away? Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Lam. And here's Eto'o. Hullet. And this is Hullet. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hullet. Now there's the clearance. Atletico Paranaense have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Neymar. Hullet. Real chance! And it's been hooked away. Oh, can he get onto this? Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet. Now it's Neymar. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Hullet. Now it's Gavi. Oh, good ball. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Lam. That's a cute ball. That's an excellent interception. Conte. Gavi. Neymar. And the counter is on. Gavi. And it's Cannavaro. It's a pretty loose pass.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Out for a throw. Oh, it's played into the area.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Nesta cuts out the pass. Played out wide, and it's Lam. There's the delivery. He's rising! Goal! Brazil! And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Brazil with the lead. And this is Figo. Lam. And he lines up a cross. Van Dijk tries to clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He has found the way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Cleared away. Conte. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, a delicate chip through. And this is Eto'o. Maldini eases him off the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Looking to play him in. Eto'o receives it in a good position here. And he's taking no chances there. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gavi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Atletico Paranaense appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. He's well positioned here. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! again we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is Conte.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ibrahimovic. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Luis Suarez tries to cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Iniesta.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's an early cross. Terrific effort! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Brazil look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Varane clears. Ronaldinho. Leicester gets it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's quick to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Solid! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Ronaldinho. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Vieira trying to keep this in. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. He is through here! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ronaldinho. He's having a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Ronaldinho. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gerrard! Gerrard! It's a loose ball. Pull it. Can he get it through? It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Nice control. And it's Maldini. And it's played in. That's a decent clearance. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Goal! Brazil! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he welcomes it in. Great chance! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a searching pass, spread neatly, and that's gone behind for a goal kick. Five minutes till the break. Ferdinand makes the interception. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Kaká. Great ball. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he's been caught on it here. A cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. And it's going to be another one. And this could be the final action of the first half. He's rising! Oh, crossbar! And it's hoisted clear. Makalele is there to clear. And the referee has blown for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Brazil clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Brazil firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So, into the second half. And that should get the job done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neatly clipped into space. Succumbs to the pressure. Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar. He's got away. Flings solid!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Figo. Palmeiras appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's picked his way through. Makalele can clear it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's worked it through. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ibrahimovic going after that. And it's Kaka, aimed beyond the defence. Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Elise's cross. Courtois claims it, safe hands. Ronaldinho. Neymar steaming forward at pace. And he's in on goal! Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. In it comes.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 21, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game.
Camisa 7.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Substituição em
Ronaldinho.
andamento.
Ronaldinho plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball.
Palmeiras truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Spread to the right. He won't be happy with that one. Nesta with the clearance. Forwards and with intent. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Here comes the cross.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's decided to go for it. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Bigo is there, and he can pick it up. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played out towards the right wing. That's an imaginative pass. Figo. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. That'll be a throw.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 24, camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 25.
Rodri.
Camisa 18. Teremos uma substituição.
Chance! And it's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Palmeiras give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but